Good morning on this early Wednesday, November 22nd. Stephen with you again on Bama GA Outdoors, getting ready to fire this Angus up right here. Getting ready to put my brisket on for Thanksgiving. Go ahead and put that thing on so I could give it a long rest, and I got a lot to cook. So I'm just getting ready to get my fire lit up here, and then I'm gonna go in the house and I'm gonna trim this brisket up. I'll tell y'all more about that brisket here in a second, but it's not well, we'll talk about it when we get in the house. Sorry for the bad lighting I keep having because I'm walking in and out of the barn. Had to grab my lighter here. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this baby lit up right here. Let it get to doing this thing, and then we're gonna go get the brisket trimming. Let me make sure that thing get caught up good. Y'all see I got this thing filled up with wood and char logs. It's a reason I did it like that. The wood itself, there is some really good store-bought cured post oak. Sorry about that. I got some really good store-bought Texas post oak, and that's in there. I'm sorry. That is in there along with some really well, I ain't gonna say green, but it's still kind of wet. The wood shouldn't be wet, but it is hickory. A lot of the hickory that I had got from a friend of the family's, the tree was dying when it got cut down. You could see by the inside of the wood, but it's still pretty wet. So I got that thing built to where it'll burn for a long time. That's why the wood is inside that firebox like that. It's kind of augmented. I got the cured post oak surrounding the char logs, and surrounding the cured post oak is that wet hickory. And when I say wet, that wood, when you hold a piece compared to like that post oak, and I don't know how much moisture is in the post oak, but I know I use that wood a lot from Academy, and it doesn't take much for it to get going, and it doesn't take much for it. Well, it burns a lot longer compared to some wood that I've used before. But the way I did it, char logs in the middle, and then on top of that, well, around that is the post oak, and then around the post oak is the hickory. And the reason I did that, I'm hoping as the fire goes, it dries the hickory, and by the time the coal bed has got the way it should be and stuff's kind of falling in on each other, I'm hoping that the hickory at that point, it'll burn a lot easier. Because I got to step out for a while this morning. I got a doctor's appointment at about 9, and I'm gonna show I'm gonna show my sister-in-law what to do by the time I leave here and everything. Maybe I might have to put a log on before I leave, and if I do, then I can instruct her on what to do a lot better, because I won't be gone long, and she may have to add one in the duration of time that I'm gone. But we got her smoking down there. I like to use those. Yeah, and it's burning. I can see the glow. Y'all can see them. Y'all see that down there, and you can see it down in there. I like to just build big fires in the beginning. It's not real cold this morning, but I like to build big fires in the beginning so I can get a really good coal bed and a long burn. You know, even with big fires, you can control the temperatures with your dampers. So that's what I like to do. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this caught up, and then I'm gonna go to the house and I'm gonna show y'all this brisket. I probably won't show y'all the trim on it, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. All right, y'all. So now we in the house. We got the fire down there doing this thing, getting caught up and burning. I'm gonna show y'all about this brisket. All right, so this is a Costco brisket, and I was kind of upset because not at that price. You see, the price was $57.12, but at this, a choice. And the reason I was a little upset about it being a choice brisket is because I went to Costco for a prime brisket. But if I'm gonna cook a brisket for only the second time in my life, I'd rather it be a choice, because if I mess up, I don't want to have a bad prime brisket or anything higher than prime. So I just went ahead on and got it. This is a 15.07 ounce, so 15-pound brisket. And I'm gonna trim this thing up, and today we just gonna use regular old Texas style seasoning, to a degree. Might not be 100% Texas, but it is what it is. We're just doing SPG. I'm using a pink salt, the Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, coarse ground, and some granulated garlic. I already mixed all my stuff up, ground down the salt as much as I wanted it ground down, and we're gonna go with that. So, but right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get it trimmed up, and I'm not gonna video me trimming because I don't have that kind of time. But I'm gonna go on and trim it up, and we'll come back to y'all when I'm ready to put it on the smoker. All right. So I got this thing trimmed up. It wasn't too bad a trim, but I can tell you, I've held a few briskets in my hand before. I didn't cook them, but I've held them, and I can tell you, a choice brisket, that sucker is choice for a reason. It is tough. It's tougher than some of the ones prime and some of the upper level beef briskets that I've held before. But yeah, it's gonna take a minute. But this what it looked like after I got it trimmed and my rub put on it. So here it is, all trimmed and rubbed down. It's just SPG. That's what I'm going with. Just SPG. I'm gonna weigh my fat, my trimmings, to see how much I took off. The weight was true at 15.07 pounds. So I'm gonna weigh my trim and see what I took off. But the next time y'all see this, it'll be going on the smoker. All right, y'all. I had to get this thing on this smoker, get it going. This is what we're looking like with that baby on the smoker. Here we go. Right here, I got my water pan, kind of using that as a blocker also. And I got it in there, the SPG. You can see where I took the baffle plate. I mean the tuning plates. I took all of them out because I wanted it to flow more like a traditional offset when I'm doing this brisket. So I took out all my tuning plates. The only thing that's in there is my baffle, and then it just goes right under and up to the vertical. But we're gonna let that baby ride till it's ready. I'll be back out when I get home. I'll probably check it in about 3 to 4 hours to see where our internal is, and check our barking stuff just to get a gauge on how it's moving. But other than that, we're gonna do this thing like a regular old brisket. And by the time I got finished trimming it, I had took off right at 4 pounds. So right now we're looking at an 11-pound brisket. So we'll do that. All right, later. And I'm probably gonna not piece this video back together in a continuation. This will probably just be one video of itself, and then I'll just do another one because I gotta use my phone for the day, and that's what I'm recording on now, as y'all can tell. But yeah, this is only my second brisket ever in all of the years of since being a kid on grills and smokers and stuff. As of late, smokers as of the past 5, 6 years I've been smoking, but in an offset. But as of right now, this is my second ever brisket. The first one I ever did, the church asked me to do one. I did it. Everybody was really, really pleased with it. And I just never did another one. I mean, that thing took me so long to cook, it kind of turned me off. But over the years of watching so many people do briskets or whatnot on the internet, I figured, okay. And my wife them said they didn't want turkey this year. And I was like, okay, I'm good with that. So I made a meat menu. And when I said brisket, everybody was like, yeah. So, you know, that's what it is. I recruited some help because my wife is not going to be here. My sister-in-law is going to kind of be the pit master while I'm gone. All she doing is watching the temperature and show her the low point to not let it fall down below, and showed her what to do, and she'll just put a stick in there if she needs to. But other than that, I'm finna head out to my doctor's appointment, and hopefully y'all pray for me that you know, turns out good. It's not a diagnostic or anything like that. It's just a next step in getting this back issue that I have taken care of. So I'm gonna run on and go do that, and we'll be back in a little while, and I'll show y'all you know, probably a couple of other phases of this, and they probably all gonna be broken videos because today is gonna be a real hectic time for me on my phone. I got a whole lot going on today, but in the midst of all that, I'm gonna get this brisket cooked. All right, y'all have a blessed one, and happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. If I don't see y'all before Thanksgiving, God bless y'all, and really be thankful because you can still breathe. All right, God bless. Y'all have a good one.